Hey team, thanks for coming and taking a look at another video here with me. So today we're going to go ahead and look at these guys. This is probably the most OP dino right now in Extinction. Now these are super important. They're called Gachas, G-A-C-H-As. Now the reason they're so important is because they have a couple of unique functions. Yes, they can actually go ahead and gather resources like a normal dino, but this right here, the little thing that just fell off of his back, is the most important part of these guys. I'm going to show you guys why. First, let's go ahead and jump into how to tame them, what you do to tame them, and really, it's super simple, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so there's going to be a couple of things. You can feed them pretty much anything. Literally anything, they'll eat it. Now, the thing that we figured out that they eat really quickly and really efficiently is stone. Now, what you do to actually feed these, they kind of give it away quite a bit on the actual, not the stream, but like in the trailers and everything. You actually just throw something in front of them and they'll eat it. So check this out. Let's throw the stone we just gathered, like that. And he'll go ahead and start eating it. You'll see his tame progress start to go up here in just a second. He just dropped another crystal. Let's pick that up. And now he's eating. He's about 8%. He's still eating. We threw about 50 stone. He's at low level. He's only level 3. But I think 50 stone is going to be more than enough. Oh, wait. Is he done eating already? Let's see. He is done eating. So 50 stone got me about 20%. Now, this is on I'm on a private. However, we play official conquest, and about 200, I want to say 200 stone got us a level 150, or really close to it. Maybe it was a 130. A 150, or I mean a 130. Gotcha. So you don't really need too much, but let's go ahead and just throw him a little bit more stone here. Let's throw you these 69, and let's go ahead and gather maybe a little bit of this. Can we gather crystal? Yeah, we can. I want to really eat crystal a little bit better. We just dropped another one of those things. Let's throw these now too. So there's the stone, there's some of this, there's some crystal. You should probably tame up after that. Let's see. 28%. The crystals, he's growing. I think they grow crystals. Let's see if we can actually see it. I think that the little crystal on the left there, right underneath the wild part, I think that's growing. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's how it works. So yeah, it's definitely getting bigger. Yeah, look at that thing. It's definitely getting bigger. I think that's what actually drops onto the ground. What are we at here? We're at 47%. So keep going, bud. This is on 1x. Obviously, it is 2x for conquest, so it might be a little bit different. He still needs a little bit more here. Now, let's just throw some other stuff down into our inventory. We've got a bunch of random stuff here. Let's throw that down, and throw that down, that down, that, and that, and that. We're not going to do work. Well, we'll throw this down too. If he'll eat all of this stuff. I think he will literally eat all of it. Here, let's even throw this down and this down. Keep the pick. Keep that stuff too. He's at 52%. Still at 100% efficiency. He's only gaining 1 level, but he has a pretty low level already, so. Now, while he's taming up here, he's just about, hopefully he'll be finished here. I don't know if he's actually getting experience from some of this, or taming efficiency from some of those things. Very little. That's interesting. So yeah, I would stick with the stone probably. Stones and maybe berries. Berries would probably work pretty well too. Anyway, so jumping into what they actually do. So I'm going to let this guy tame up, and then I want to actually show you what they do. I've actually tamed up another one as well. I'm going to pull them together and kind of just give you a quick overview. So give us just a second, we'll be right back. Alright team, so we've got these back over here together. Now I want to go ahead and show you what the best part about these and why they're so OP. So now obviously we're still figuring out the resources and things like that here in Extinction, but in the meantime these are super easy to tame, and check this out. So you hold E on them, they have a production tab here. Go into this production tab. This is all of the things this specific gacha can make. So you can make fungal wood, thatch, fiber, clay, silk, and black pearls. Black pearls obviously being a very important one. Now this one, each gacha is different. So this one has thatch, flint, fragmented green gems, clay, silica pearls, and red crystallized sap. Now that's very important because if I was you, I don't know where silica pearls are. I don't know where some of this other stuff is right now. So this is going to be super important. These things are super easy to tame. You can tame them in mass. Now, what you do is you can give them anything. So we're just going to give this guy a bunch of metal. I wonder if that might make him a little too heavy. I'm not really sure. We'll see. Do just a stack on this one and then a normal stack on the other one. Yeah, it's growing. There we go. So if you actually look on his back, you can see that he has a bunch of these crystals. Now, there we go. So now if we look at the actual crystal, maybe if it's going to stop. So we actually have a normal crystal. Now these crystals come in a couple of different formations. So you can actually get, control showing normal. Is there a better, do you have a better one here? Uh-oh, okay, he's not, leave him alone. Okay, so Gacha crystal, Gacha crystal, Gacha crystal. They come in different, maybe because I'm in single player, but as you see, I just got clay out of this one. I just got red crystalline sap out of that one and silver pearls out of that one. 7, 41 more clay out of that one. Now, if you actually set, so let's go in here and tell it what to actually produce now. Oh, he's going to go after that guy. So let's set this to pearls on this one. And on this one, let's set it to black pearls. They're going to probably try and kill this really quick. Passive. Yeah, let's just passive. Alright. Alright, they're passive. Oh, wait. Let's kill this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we've got these guys producing again. Let's wait a minute for them to actually produce. It can take a second. Now, here's the thing. So, as you can see on their back, this one's green for some reason. Now, this is the part we're probably still going to have to figure out, but this one's green. This one doesn't have a glow, and they can actually produce different versions of the crystal. So they can give you like ramshackle crystals, they can give you normal crystals. That was just giving us normal crystals as well. You guys gonna give us something different here? I don't think you're gonna give us something different. Let's I'm gonna let them produce a couple crystals and we'll be right back and we'll check these out. Alright team, so the guys went ahead and got a bunch of gacha kits together and they went ahead and gathered up a bunch of crystals for us. Now, I wanted to go ahead and confirm here. So these are all, any of them that don't have a color around them are just primitive gacha crystals. If you see a color like this blue crystal here, this is actually an apprentice one. And I'm going to guess, just based off of that, it probably goes all the way up to Ascended, but as you can see, they're pretty rare. We don't have very many apprentice ones, and we haven't figured out how to make them lay different ones. Seems to be pretty much luck of the draw. However, I will say that we've gotten some pretty good items out of some of these already. So, as you can see, we have Ascended, right, gauntlets here. This is unofficial, by the way. 720 durability, 501 armor, 228 armor, and 351 durability. These are just out of gacha crystals. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and just open up a bunch of these here with you. So 62 flint, 9 silk, 39 pearls. Let's turn this back on so you guys can actually see. I'm not getting any notifications. You know what, let's just open all of these and see what we get in mass here. I have a feeling I'm probably going to be overweight here in a second. Okay, so that's all the normal ones. So we have in total 67 silica pearls, a bunch of random other materials, nothing too crazy. But let's go ahead and open up this guy. So the Apprentice Gacha Crystal. Okay, we didn't get anything super great that time, just a Journeyman Chitin Helm. But out of anything past the primitive ones, you get more than just resources. It's almost like drops here on Extinction, and these things are so easy to team. I highly recommend it. Now, the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about with you guys is this fact right here. So if you look at these guys, they actually have a crafting skill. So they're one of the only dinos with an actual crafting skill. That crafting skill, from what we can tell, makes you get more resources from these gachas. So these things are super strong, super good, super easy to tame, and they also gather. So if we actually take this guy out, he's pretty close to overweight here, but that's okay. Let's take him out here real quick. I'm not sure if they gather berries or if it's just stone. They do gather fiber with the right click and left click. Now, one thing to note is by default, these things do have a resource gathering turned off. So if you actually try to attack something right off the bat after taming one of these, you will not be able to do it. Oh, here's a stone right here. Perfect. Okay, that's left click, stone and flint, right click, more stone, less flint. So there you go. That's kind of what we actually have here. Now, as they gather, they do still produce crystals. You can see the crystals still growing on their backs here. And they're just super strong creatures. I highly recommend you get as many of these as you can possibly grab right off the bat. And I mean, they just passively produce resources for you, so they're super good. You do ride in this little basket, which is a little weird, but yeah, whatever. As much as they actually give back to you, I don't mind riding in a little neck basket. That's completely okay with me. So, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys have any questions about the gachas, please let me know. I'm not going to go too much more into more detail than that. I think we covered pretty much all the basics here. And yeah, go out and get these. These are super, super strong, super, super good. And yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.